So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Kane. It's Kane!
Oh yes!
Harry Kane, how good are you?
First goal.
About as smooth as it gets. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Tries to play it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo. Plough. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Oyarzabal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Foden. Caicedo.
Levante really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
That is good progress on the left. Kane was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
He's having a hit! Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Great defending, strong and determined. Played into space, picked out brilliantly. What a save from Ryan! It's anyone's ball now. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. Shot, surely! And he's stuck it away. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he's lost his man here. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Ryan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mikel Oyarzabal. That is ended up in no man's land. Toljan. And it's Kane. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Oyarzabal. Floated through, and this is Kane. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're off again. Oyarzabal. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Kane! Kane looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Oyarzabal. Good purposeful running this. And he's found the way past. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive. Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Played out to the left flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's a key interception. And the return pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Pulls it back. First time shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Threads one in. Now it's Kane. Can he get it through? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Jimenez. Jimenez. There he goes, motoring forward. That's going wide left. Foden. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kane! Rising over the bar.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Caicedo. Now that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kane looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
He has found a way through. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's picked his way through. He's found a way past. He's beaten the last man. He'll try from distance. And that is wildly off target.
Levante really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it's an interesting move this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's managed to get free. And he is deftly away. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Kane. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's... And Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Messi. Messi. He is Messi! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Robertson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's a good ball out wide. And Messi! And he hits the net! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
En el minuto 87, el dorsal 7, Messi.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he was quick to react. He's found, tries one from range.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Can he find the finish? And it's come back out to him. And no mistake. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. And the keeper takes decisive action. Could be danger here. He's got away. Surely. Way off the ball! And that's past the post. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Takes a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Barcelona have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Kane picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
So we're up and running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Trying his best to keep it in play here. That's a shade optimistic. Carmel. He is through here. Great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Caicedo clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Once more, he proves rigid and robust. A quick look, thought of... applies the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Foot in. Caicedo.
That's going in strongly.
Foden! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it.
Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way. Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Kane. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Oyarzabal. Played out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, it's played into the area. Robertson clears it away. And he's there to clear it. Ambitious ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Driving forward. Jimenez drives forward on the overlap, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a key interception. Jimenez, can he get it through? It's Kane! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are purring, truly purring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played out to the left flank. Alexander-Arnold producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jimenez plays a sharp little ball here. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. So off we go again. And it's Kane. Caicedo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He has found the way through. Robertson gets a foot in here. That's a little off target. Showing great feet there. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Now it's Foden. Mikel Oyarzabal. Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kane! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And here's Kane. It's Kane! And that's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Kane. And he's running through. And it's made its way to him. Kane. It's come to nothing.
Asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Now it's Kane. David Costas. Now he's got space here. Kane. That's going wide left. He's found a way through. Foden! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, they could be caught out here. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's shifting through the gears here. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well played. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Foden with 2 goals already to his name. And this is Kane, and the shot! We expected better, and so did he. Kane! Keeper always had the measure of that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
That's a cute ball. That is a great pick out. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
David Costas. Great defending, strong and determined. Kane under intense pressure.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough.
Tries one from range. He lifts the roof.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Oviedo making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Out towards the flank. A heavy challenge. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has left him in a heap. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Cazorla. Nice bit of trickery. That's going across goal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Driving on and making good progress.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And the number on the board is 3. He is through here. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. He has a look up. And he's had it nicked away. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won this one. Foden reflecting on a stellar performance, and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control.
And a header! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's there to clear it. Mbappe. He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Crosses it in here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Mbappe with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. He's having a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
La alineación de hoy será.
It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And that gets things running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an...
Solid! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. No, that's been intercepted. Koke. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Llorente. Pass is just off target. Caicedo is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Sorlot, pinches it off him. Oyarzabal pops him off it and wins back the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's a key interception. Longley spots it and intercepts. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Llorente is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's got away. And this is Kane. Can he get it through? Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
El dorsal 14.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Caicedo running with the ball, played out wide, and it's Messi. Foden has the space to scheme.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pubil.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
And the finish! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that's a good ball. He's in a great position here. Caicedo. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's a good foot in there. Foden. Now it's Kane. Simeone. And it's Barrios. Griezmann. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's well spotted. Barrios. And it's Griezmann. He's found a way through. Could go all the way here. Oh, it's Sorloth. Look at the space here. Simeone's cross. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Sorloth. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That should get the job done. Nicely aimed pass. That is good alertness. Keeper's got good distance on that. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Great vision. Oh, this is a great... And the shot! relentless, just relentless. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control. Oh, good-looking ball. He's gone for goal. A whisker away from making it 4.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is...
And for the first half, that is that. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. So, into the second half. And that has left him in a heap. Ambitious ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Ruggeri. And it's Koke. Now it's Solot. That's been cut out, well played. Llorente. Griezmann. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Messi. That has been cut short. Well, that pass isn't the best. Longley. And Baina. Now it's Solot. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Kane. Applies the finish! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kane. Real chance! Well taken goal. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Koke. Barrios. Pablo Barrios makes a dash for it. And he's managed to get free. Just eases him off the ball. Pressure coming in from all directions. Spread to the right. Messi goes for the shot! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Barrios. Kane needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Caicedo. Caicedo. Oh, this is a very good run. And it's Baina. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pass somewhat off target. Ruggeri. And it's Barrios. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's Simeone. He might be in, and a chance! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So
9.
the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 16.
Oh, terrible mistake. He's in, must be. He's had a shot. Goal! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
El dorsal 19.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Alvarez. Nicely shaped ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Pubil. Now it's Griezmann. Now he's running away.
Well, we're watching a clear attempt to denying him space, and they're using every trick in the book.
Pablo Barrios cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Longley promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Messi. He's found a way through. Lookman.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oyarzabal. Ruggeri. And Pablo Barrios. And that's it. Barcelona win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
En la página web oficial del equipo.